let's start off by saying congratulations on that Hall of Fame nod. That's big.
Congratulations, man.
And I appreciate it. Permanent smile. Permanent smile, Keyshawn.
How you feel, man? How did you find out that you got the nod finally?
I mean, obviously, the feeling, it's hard to describe other than just complete joy, surprise, regardless of how and what kind of career you had. At some point it's going to happen, you hope and you pray. But when that moment actually happens, you are overwhelmed with emotion. The way I found out that, they know where to find me. I'd be on that golf course. I'm on that golf course often. So Coach Dungy, when I was walking into the clubhouse, which I never go to the clubhouse, I always go straight to my golf cart, straight to go hitting some balls. Coach Dungy's sitting there looking at me, man, telling me, hey, you're going to be in the 2024 class of the Hall of Fame. Cool. And I had a conversation with Peyton Manning not too long after that, and he told me, when you find out that you're going in, for him, that was the moment that he remembers after all that happened after that. The enshrinement, all the gold jacket dinner. He said the moment you found out for the first time, for him, was the most monumental time. And for me, honestly, time kind of stood still in that moment. There's only a few moments, your firstborn child, maybe. And this moment for me was, look, I was kind of speechless. I said, I can't believe this is happening.
The Colts' presence continue to grow in Canton. You got Peyton Manning, you got Edgerrin James, yourself, Bill Polian, Coach Tony Dungy, Marvin Harrison. But where's Reggie Wayne at, man? Like, come on now. Enough's enough already, wouldn't you say?
Man, who are you telling? I mean, Reggie was an animal out there, and people don't understand it. And I get why, they're trying to keep him out, I guess. It's because Marvin was so great, and obviously Peyton was so great. I don't know if they're tired of having greatness out there, or he's living in the shadow of Marvin somehow. But when Marvin left, they all knew who the guy was to stop. And they couldn't stop Reggie. He was still getting double teamed, and he still was putting up tremendous, crazy numbers, carrying that offense for years. So, I mean, I know it's going to happen. I don't know what they waiting for.
Yeah. So your journey began in Bloomfield, Connecticut. You were a multi-sport athlete, right? You played a little bit of football, basketball, soccer, baseball. Yeah. What drew you to just sticking with football?
Well, to be honest, Key, it's kind of just how it all worked itself out. I played all sports. I was soccer, baseball, basketball, obviously football. I was in bowling leagues. I was doing all types of stuff because for me, I loved sports in general. But the thing is, you never knew what was going to happen. I didn't know. I wanted to be like Bo Jackson. I wanted to play baseball, basketball, football. I wanted to play all the sports if it was possible. I wanted to be the first athlete to do it. Obviously, from a scheduling standpoint, it's pretty much impossible to play three sports. But that was my dream as a child. All right. Now, I do believe it's important for kids today to kind of go out and do everything. You don't know kind of how it's all going to shake itself out. Obviously, you're not going to have 6'1" power forwards in basketball. So that was a wrap for me. I didn't have a jump shot like that. I was fouling, hacking people, playing defense. So that wasn't going to happen, right? Baseball, I was a center fielder, played some first base, but my arm gave out. My pops was my pitching coach, or my pitching was my head coach. So he had me on the mound like I was, Dwight Gooden or something like that, throwing fastballs. My arm couldn't take it. So that kind of went to the wayside. So really, football ended up being, the journey and the angle, obviously, for me to where I could succeed and be, my best. But it wasn't, if you asked me when I was in high school, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, you talk about the journey. certainly the journey through Syracuse led you to the pros where you dominated the Big East in college football. You were anonymous All-American, Big East Defensive Player of the Year, 34 sacks, 17 sacks in your senior season, which is a school record. You hold Syracuse's single game record with 4.5 sacks on Virginia Tech's Michael Vick in 2000 at the time. You still are the number one in NC2A history in sacks per game, a little bit over 1.5 a game. You also were inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame a year ago. I'm still waiting. I don't know
what they're waiting for.
Well, I don't know. It's pretty wild, but there's certain rules. There's certain rules in college sports that you can't have too many guys from one school go in one class. So I think we a little bit log jammed over at USC. We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.